Are you set? Sorry. What is shake? Any? Any? Shake when you're ready. Okay. You can't. Any? No. When I'm done with biology, I'm leaving. Other person. Or what the rock let me bury. Only after biology, picking on. At night. Oh,
Are you the one that is actually the man?
can we start now? Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, it's ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay.
field. Next question. Reticulum. They are responsible for lipid synthesis, production of fat and oil. They are also responsible, by they, I'm referring to smooth endoplasmic reticulum. They are also responsible for detoxification of substances in liver cells as well. And not only that, smooth endoplasmic reticulum are also responsible for production of synthesis of steroids. So please, let's see of that.
Okay, so another sex organelle that you need to take cognizance of is lysosome. Lysosome is often referred to as a suicide bag. It is the cell organelle that contains digestive or hydrolytic enzymes. If you come across question asking you which of these cell organelles is responsible for waste disposal in a cell, that will be lysosome, because lysosome helps in destroying the waste product or the waste material that are produced by a cell. Don't forget, it is also called suicide bag, and it contains hydrolytic or digestive enzymes. Not only that, we have mitochondria. We know mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because it is where energy in form of ATP are produced. Not only that, mitochondria are present in higher concentration in some cells than in others. Cells that require high amount of energy will possess more mitochondria, like sperm cells. Sperm cells require high amount of energy for their movement to be able to move up the female reproductive tract. Because of that, sperm cells will contain high amount of mitochondria in their middle piece. Another sense organ we need to talk about will be the cell membrane. Cell membrane is often called the traffic police of the cell. Now, traffic police in inverted comma. Why is that? Because they control what goes into the cell and what goes out of the cell. The cell membrane controls the selective permeability of the cell. Cell membrane don't just allow anything to come into the cell. They don't just allow anything to go out of the cell. They control, they allow some materials to come in and prevent other materials from coming in. They allow some materials to go out and prevent other materials from going out. So they control the selective permeability of the cell. And cell membranes are usually made up of glycolipids and glycoproteins. Once again, cell membranes are usually made up of glycolipids and glycoproteins. And don't forget that cell membrane is also involved in endocytosis and pinocytosis. Endocytosis and pinocytosis are those processes where a cell membrane can actually invaginate to allow materials, either in form of solid substances, to form vesicles and come into the cell, or materials in liquid substances. So if you come across question asking you about the cell organelle that is responsible or take part in endocytosis and pinocytosis, that would be cell membrane. Let's go to the next question. Okay, which of the following is a double membrane bound organelle? Now, there are various cell organelles in a cell. Some of them have a single membrane around them, like a vacuole, for example. Vacuole is there. That's not the correct answer, because vacuole only have a single membrane around it. What do you call the cell membrane, the single membrane surrounding the vacuole? We call them tonoplast. But there are some organelles like mitochondria, which is the correct answer here, by the way, that has not one but two membranes surrounding them. Vacuole has only one membrane. Mitochondria has two membranes. So mitochondria, nucleus, chloroplast, these are the organelles that have double membrane. So take note of that. Mitochondria, the nucleus, chloroplast, these are the cell organelles that possess what we refer to as double membrane. And don't forget, chloroplast is only found in plant cell. It is absent in animal cell. Chloroplast is involved in photosynthesis. Plant photosynthesize, animals don't. Not only that, cell walls are also present only in plant cells. They are absent in animal cells. Plant cell wall gives shape to that particular plant. Not only that, they give strength and rigidity to the plant as well. Another major difference between the plant cell and the animal cell is the location of the nucleus. In an animal cell, the nucleus is located at the center, is located centrally at the center of the cell. But in plant cell, the nucleus is pushed to the side in a plant cell. Not only that, the vacuole in an animal cell is small, whereas the vacuole in plant cell is large. So these are some of the differences between plant cell and animal cell. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so it says, which organelle plays a major role in detoxification in liver cells? I've mentioned this while I was explaining the other time. What would be the answer here? The smooth endoplasmic
and sentences. The next question. Okay, the inner folds of Christy, they are the inner folding. There are several multiple inner foldings of mitochondria. They are collectively called Christy. Christie. If you look at option C, thylakoids. Thylakoids are found in chloroplast. The same thing, grana are also found. Number six, the break